Sup nerds! Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw the title, we'll be doing my end of the year TBR for 2024. I cannot believe I cannot believe. I mean, I guess I could believe it. Let's be so fair. I feel like it's just a thing you say, I can't believe it, but like I feel like this year has felt like a year. So maybe I can believe it. I just don't want to believe it, but I'm actually really excited about it. I only chose 10 books because I've been very ambitious with like my fall TBRs, even like my summer TBR, like with all my TBRs, and I'm like, listen, we're not going to do that to myself. So I chose 10 books that I really want to read before the end of the year. Some of them I'm sure I can get on my November or my December TBRs, but it's like up to chance. If I don't get them on my TBRs, I want to read them still either way. So I know that I can do it, but we'll talk. First, if you guys like TBRs, if you guys like all the nerdy things, then definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. So first we actually have Sarah J. Maas' Crescent City. I honestly was not going to put this on my end of the year TBR because I was like, I'll just start it next year, but I think that I want this is the oldest book on my TBR card. It's honestly the only one that's been there over 8 months. I don't know. I feel like this could have been close to a year. I don't know why I bought it and then just never read it, but it was because I was in the middle of the Throne of Glass series and I think there was like a sale at Target or something, but learned my lesson. I won't be doing that again, but I do think I want to try to read this before the end of the year just because it's been on my cart for so long. Like, need to get it off my cart. It's a monstrosity and I'm still a little bit sore from Throne of Glass ending, but I think I want to definitely try to get to this one. Sorry, my OCD people, we're just gonna shove it up there and not care about the height. Another monstrosity. This one's not nearly as big, but it's pretty close. This is not as big, but it's pretty close. This is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. Again, this one feels like more of a spring kind of read, but I've had this series on my shelf for, again, such a long time. Honestly, this one's only been there probably for like 6 months or so, less than 6 months to be honest, but I do want to obviously read it. I don't think I'm gonna force myself to finish the series quite yet, but I definitely want to at least read this book from the series. I heard, oh my gosh, even more people are dogging on this book, so I'm like, I just gotta read it and like decide for myself. I feel like it still could be good though, because I really loved the first one, and I don't know very many people who like loved the first one the way that I did. So I don't know, we'll see. But I think I could do it. I don't know. Oh my gosh, we put all the chunky books at one time. Fear not. We have some shorter reads. But this is A Queen That's Fierce and Deadly by Stacia Stark. I would really love to finish this before the end of the year. This is the 4th book and final book in this freaking series. So I'm like, finish off the series, Marissa. But I just don't know. I have no motivation to read this. But I think if I get it like as an audiobook or something, that'll force me to finish the series. And then I'll be done with it. Obviously, don't read books you don't want to read. I'm not like promoting that, but I've already mostly finished the series. Like, the completioner in me will not allow me to unhaul this book. So I have to keep it, and then I'm like, it's either sitting on my shelf or I have to force myself to read it. So it's a lose-lose situation, but hopefully we can get to it soon. Alright, then I want to, this is another one where I don't think I want to force myself to finish the trio before the end of the year, but I think I want to at least finish this second book, the one on my cart. This is The Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni. The Prison Healer, honestly, like, it burned. I feel burned. Like, my scar is finally healing a little bit, so I feel like I can go into this book. I think the problem with this, like, going into this book is that my thoughts are so conflicted because of the ending of The Prison Healer that I feel like I just know that we're gonna go through a rough patch, and I don't want to go through that rough patch. And then I don't know. So but I do want to try to read this again before the end of the year. It's a trilogy, so just finish off the trilogy, Marissa. Somebody tell me. And I know that these get better, so I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna be incredible, but I just need to like pull the trigger. Hello. Just do it. Just do it. Another mostly trilogy. So this is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. You're like, Marissa, that's on your October TBR. I am currently waiting for this book to come in from the Libby app, and so it still says a few weeks. So I don't think it's going to come until November, which I'm going to try to read it in November. But I just need, like, I honestly don't feel the most motivated to read this book, but I think what I need to do is like listen to it and like read it at the same time, maybe even like highlight some stuff, because these books can be very like intricate in, you know, but I've heard people love this second book, so I'm like, okay. And honestly, when I think about Red Rising, I remember a lot of the stuff that happens, like it's still in my brain, so I'm like, okay, good, it was there. It means it's a great book if I remember a lot of the stuff. So I definitely want to get to that before the end of the year. Now this one, I'm going to count it as one book because I ended up throwing Crescent City in there, but whatever. It's 2 books, obviously, but I don't know. Then that makes 11, but it's fine. So this is Collided and Wrecked by Lauren Asher. I have both of them on my TBR cart, so again, I want to read them before the end of the year. I'm actually so excited about them, so I don't know why I haven't read them. I think it's just because there's other series that where I was finishing and like more priority, and so I get it. I get it, like not me justifying for myself. But anyway, I want to read these both before the end of the year. I don't know when the 4th one comes out because it would be great to finish off the series before the end of the year, but that might be asking for too much. But I'm gonna hopefully finish both of those. Who am I kidding? A lot of these freaking books are chunky. Sorry, I want to finish my coffee before it gets cold. Next we have Road Zed here by Mariana Zapata. I want to read this like ASAP. This book just feels so cozy, and honestly I probably could read it like during the winter months too, like December even, but I want to try to hopefully read this in November. Again, I just feel like it's cozy, it's just the vibe, and I just read Wait For It a couple months ago, and so I'm like, I'm getting that itch. I'm like, I just want to be in a cozy world that's not high stakes, that's not gonna rip my heart out, you know what I mean? And I think this is single parent trope as well, but I also think it's landlord. Yep, it's landlord. So I'm excited. I think he's a single landlord dad. Winner, triple threat. Alright, so this is one, I want to read this one, and probably, I would love to finish the series before the end of the year, but if I could read at least this one and the next book before the end of the year, that would be great, like a book in November and a book in December. This is Jasper Veil by Daphne Perry. Yes. This one came the same as my first 2. That's all the way over there, but the 3rd book in the series came in it from a different publishing company, and so the book is like so much bigger. So I was like, okay, well, I'll order this one, and then we'll see which other ones, which one it matches, and then we'll order the other ones, just depending. Well, I got this one from Target online because they were doing the buy 2 get 1, and it came as the same as the first 2. So now I have 3 that are the same, and then that freaking one is the different one. But that freaking one you can't get at Target online for some reason, or I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna like have to like go on Pango or something because that is so annoying. But I love these books so much, and I'm so excited for this book, so I definitely want to read this soon. These are just like really incredible. I was almost said included because it says included, and I just read it at the same time as I was saying incredible. But these are really incredible books. They're cute, they're small town, they're like all the family members get a book, so it's just like very fun and fresh. You get to see the other couples in the books that you're currently reading, and it's just all around a great time. So they always have a little bit of something extra too, so it's not always mystery. Sometimes it is though a little bit more like intense. It's not just like a, oh my gosh, a cutie little breakup. It's not like that, you know. It's intense. It's usually like something chaos. The first one was a mystery. The 3rd one was a little bit of like, I don't want to say mafia, but like psycho stuff like that, you know? So all of them have a little something, so I'm excited to see what this one is. Although I read again, they have a little cameo at the end of the 3rd book. I was gonna say couple, but it's like the throuple. It's the triangle. I don't know if it's gonna be like full love triangle, but the cameo was a little bit love triangle, but I'm actually excited about this love triangle, even though I hate love triangle. Yeah? Alright, another chunker. Although I'm sure this one I probably will read soon, because my hold did come from this book on Libby, and I kind of want to finish this book before October's over, so I probably will get to it, but we're just going to pop it on here just in case that I don't. If I do not finish this book this year, I will be so mad, because last year I literally was so close. I had like 3 books to go, and I just decided to stop, even though they do get really like bigger, but I just need to finish this series before the end of the year. Tell me to right now. I need to. I will. That's all I'll say. I will. How about that? Okay, I really doubt anything else is gonna fit up there because we got another chunker. This is Bonded by Daylight, Broken by Daylight. Oh my gosh. By I was gonna say by the Beast of Brier. I don't know why this has such. I think it's because it's all the Beast. The Beast of Brier, Book 4, Broken by Daylight. Well, Daylight isn't. Okay, it's fine. This is The Beast of Brier, Book 4 by Elizabeth Helen. It's Broken by Daylight. I'm actually so excited about this book, and hopefully, again, I get to it soon. I love this series so much. I think what's slowing me down a little bit is that I found out there were 7 books in the series, so I'm like, I have to cherish this one until the next one comes out, but I'm still so excited about it, and I'm like, oh gosh, what cliffhanger are they gonna leave me on this time? I don't know. But the third book did. Yeah, I just it was not a spoiler at all, but I said, what was that word that I just saw? Oh gosh. These are, if you don't know, these are wide shoes. Basically, they're all, it's mates though, which I love. And it's kind of like a they call it like a, what is it called? Beauty and the Beast kind of like inspo kind of thing, but it's obviously different than that. But anyway, I'm really excited about this one. Book 3 did leave on a crazy cliffhanger, so I'm like, I gotta know, but I also don't want to be left on another cliffhanger, but I gotta see, actually, I gotta look up if they have any information about the next book, because that would be great. This very well could be the last book, and whoever I got my information from is wrong, like, that could very well be the case, but, I don't know, but I'm excited about that one. Anyway, guys, those are all the books that I want to read before the end of the year. Some of them are super exciting. Some of them are just like, Marissa, I don't know why you haven't read this at this point. I get that. I get it. I'm trying to do, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been trying to do kind of like a fun reading challenge per month. So I did like the 10 books in 10 days. Then I did the 24-hour reading challenge, timer generated. And then I want to do reading 200 pages a day for a week, or something like that for like, I don't know, for a while, for a couple weeks maybe 1 to 2 weeks depending on how I feel. So I want to do that, and so let me know what other challenges you kind of want to see. I was thinking of doing like a fun Christmas challenge, like, I don't know, like the 12 days of Christmas, 12 books in 12 days, but I don't know. So let me know, because we kind of, whatever. Let me know what you guys want to see. And especially with these books, and yes, motivate me to read them, please. Give me your favorite book. Any of these, any takers. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, bye nerds. Woo.